Hey everybody, Nikki here with Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and thank you for joining me today on another static sale. I'm going to try to do one of these every Tuesday. This week and probably the following week, I'm going to be doing a little bit more paper and ephemera goods because I know there are people out there who are getting ready to craft, whether it be for Halloween or the holidays. Y'all go for it. So I have a handful of magazines. I got a couple of ephemera packs. I've got a few other little things, but mainly it's magazines. Pretty much everything is going to be $10. There's a few things that are going to be a little bit less, but nothing more than $10. So let's get to it. Okay, so first up I have this Farmer's Almanac 1894 here, printed in Boston. It has some weird old staples, but you can see there's just a little piece coming here, but it is intact. Like I said, well over 100, 200 years, almost 200 years old, in really good condition. So the zodiac symbols in this are awesome. I love that bit. So here's the first piece, and if you're interested in this one, it'll be number 15 for $10. Next up, I have Lady I'm going to say this wrong. Cadogan's Illustrated Games of Solitaire. Covers the same on the front as the back. There is a little damage here on the back. And this book actually tells you how to play every different type of solitaire that exists. I didn't even know this many solitaire games existed. So this is a book here. I believe this one was 1914. Yep. Copyright 1914 there. And if you're interested in this book here, it will be number 8 for $6. Next up, I have a pack of ephemera. I have a couple of packs of mixed ephemera. This one here has got a couple of patterns, vintage patterns. It's got 1969 patterns. It's an old calendar, some quackery medicine in there, a Victorian die cut, some maps, lots of other little kinds of goodies in there. I think there's a postcard or two too. There's like 20 some odd pieces in there. And if you're interested in this ephemera pack, it is number 19 for $10. Next up, I have a Look magazine. I have a couple of these. They're all from the same year, just different dates. This is April 22nd, 1941. The New Roosevelts. I just love the color red on the front. She looks really absolutely tickled pink. So this has some great fashion ads, and every time I see these, oh my goodness, what kind of contraption is she in? That's a little frightening. Every time I see these, all I can kind of think about is A Christmas Story, when he hides the ad for the toy he wants in the book. Got some great old ads in here as well. There's Mr. Roosevelt. And it talks all about, it's like, you know, World War II before America was involved in World War II. So there's a big thing in the beginning here about Britain. The man Hitler hates. I guess he hates Roosevelt. So there's a whole bunch of really neat little ads and pictures. Here's what they go through in Britain every night. And it is in really good shape. There's a little bit of fraying down here on the ends. So if you're interested in the 1941 Look magazine, it'll be number 1 for $10. Next up, I have Peek magazine. I've never seen this one. I guess it's it's a humorous look at life, it says. This is April edition, and this is also from the 40s. Most of this is in black and white, but it has some really, really great little comic strips in it. And I like the idea that they're keeping the idea that this is fun. Oh, look, this is exactly what we do in our bikinis, right, ladies? We sit and we have a snowball fight. In California, the climate that's not so hot. I bet you those girls were freezing. Oh, look at this. We got an old picture of Mickey Rooney down here. I think he's had a few too many. Just saying. So this too, in a really good condition, 1941 Peek magazine. And if you're interested in this one, it'll be number 12 for $10. All the magazines I have are oversized magazines. They're all quite enormous. This one is, I think, the only antique one that I have this time. This is Etude, February 1912, and this is their Grand Opera edition number 2. So I guess the other edition had come out in January, and there are tons of musical scores in here, as well as articles and pictures, all dealing with opera. It was a magazine dedicated to music. The back cover has come off, but there's some really fun ads here on the back. I will say that there's some fun stuff here. In the back of this magazine, I love the way they sell this piano here personally, that if you weren't happy, they'll take it back. With a railroad charge at that. So, if you're interested in the antique magazine, and this will be number 5 for $10. Okay, here's another ephemera pack that I have for you. This one's a little bit different than the other one. There are some old dictionary pages back in here, right in here. We've got another map, another pattern hiding back in there. Some pictures from the 30s, as well as some jukebox machine tags. I've got some sheet music here as well. So once again, like 20 some odd pieces. And if you're interested in this ephemera pack, it'll be number 17 for $10. And here I have another Look magazine, What's Wrong with the Draft by Mrs. Franklin D. Roosevelt. That's kind of cool. This is also 1941, and also on the front cover it says How the U.S. and Britain Can Defeat Hitler. So another one that all of these, I guess these were weekly magazines, all dedicated to the ongoing war, but there's also some really fun ads and some fun articles. Kiss the Goodbye. Somebody did already snip out one piece here. I'm not sure which side they wanted, but there is a piece here missing. Smiling Sally. Oh, Fleischmann's yeast. She keeps rolling around along making bread. There's some really good ads. And see, like I said, somebody had already cut out a piece of this magazine. So don't feel bad, junk journalers and crafters, for cutting up these, because they already did it for you. So if you're interested in this look, it is number 10 for $10. Okay, this one here is a Brushing Elbows with an Antique. This is June 1925 Needlecraft magazine. And there's all sorts of crafts in here. This got an ad for rugs on the back. Tells you how to do certain pieces. It does give instructions and patterns as well as some really fun ads. Look at the little baby cream of wheat ad. And Kellogg's cornflakes. How to get rid of freckles. Don't get rid of freckles. Freckles are awesome. I have freckles. Oh, look. The Ideal talking doll. No. And right next to it is an ad for a curling iron. Gotta love it. So, if you're interested in this magazine, 1925 Needlecraft magazine, this will be number 6 for $10. Next up, I have another World War II era piece. This is the Atlas of the World at War. You can follow every battle from the front of the war on 32 large, richly colored maps. Compare Europe before Munich with Europe today. Contrast the fighting forces. Know how to recognize the ranks and service of our soldiers. So this is an atlas, and it does have extra information in it. This is from the 40s. Really bright, full page colored. This is another extra large magazine style. Think of the Look magazines, but just loaded with some fun maps. I always wanted to take one of these, have a bookshelf, and cut them out and paste them onto the back of the shelves. I always thought that would look kind of cool. So here we go. It is a little dusty and musty because, you know, this has been stored away in somebody's basement or garage for years. So if you're interested in this one, it'll be number 3 for $10. Okay, I have another Needlecraft magazine. I have a few of these too. I love the artwork on the front of this one. This is November 1927's edition, and the bottom here is a little bit more in rough shape than the other one was. It's a younger magazine, but in a little rougher shape. So we do have some really great ads, as well as how to do some. I love this. It's like nice, cool 20s. Oh, she's so classy. Aw, baby and balloons. We got some Del Monte fruits and vegetables in a can. And like I said, it does walk you through certain things. Oh, 2 imported Chinese tea sets. Over here you can see there's a pattern for cross-stitching rose. Ivory soap, 100%. Oh, look, 99% pure. It floats. Soap floats. Oh, you want this baby doll. No, I don't. Thank you very much. But if you're interested in the 1927 Needlecraft magazine, this will be number 14 for $10. This one here is my favorite magazine. It's because of the cover art. I love this cover art so much. So this is, I think this is another 1940s. I don't know if I saw in here what year it actually was, but I know it's 1940s. Click magazine. Never seen this one either. This is the National Monthly magazine. So, oh, there we go. 1941. German Library of Information received January 17th, 1941. So this, once again, it's going to be lots of talk about the war, because the war was really raging in Europe at that point in time. But it's got some other fun things in it, too. It's got some cool little articles, great different pictures. We've got some comics over here as well. And in the back, as always, there are all those absolutely, oh, here we go, fabulous ads. Oh, who remembers this? Draw Me, try for an art scholarship. I remember seeing these when I was a kid on TV and stuff. Oh, look, it's a zipper belt. Everyone needs a zipper money belt. I love the ads. The ads make me laugh more than anything else. So if you're interested in this edition of the Click magazine, this is going to be number 20 for $10. Next up, I have another Look magazine, The 10 Most Powerful People in Washington, and Medical Miracles, newest discoveries about influenza, cancer, syphilis, and infantile paralysis. Okay, didn't know that was a thing. Ooh, goodness. Brazil is on the fence. Brazil isn't on the fence anymore. So once again, there's going to be lots in here about World War II. I came across, I guess, a World War II stash here. Ooh, look at that pipe. So it's a Look magazine. There's Mrs. Roosevelt. Ooh la la. We've got some nice pictures, ads. Ooh, look. Gross. Under a microscope. Medical Miracles. This one is in pretty good condition. The bottom corner down here is just coming off of the magazine. I'll show you the back here. Oh, free for $100 a month as long as you live by Ivory Soap. I wonder if that's still good. The thing's still attached. Maybe you could win $100 a month and like fill up your gas tank, because that's about all that's good for right now. And if you're interested in this one, this is number 11 for $10. And the last of my ephemera packs. This one has some old photos from the 30s, a little calendar from the 50s. We've got a pattern, a vintage pattern down here in the corner. I've got some more jukebox ads, some bottle, I got another picture, big picture back here. That's an antique picture from 1919. Got some dictionary ads and a few song sheet music. So once again, right around 20 or so pieces. And if you're interested in this ephemera pack, it'll be number 2 for $10. Okay, another Needlecraft magazine. This is August 1925 edition. This is another great cover art piece, I thought. It does have some staining. You can see right up in here. Here's the I love this ad right here, the Fairy Soap ad. That's probably my favorite back ad there. And like I said, oh, daintiness and durability. Thank you. Oh, and I'm gone fuzzy again. extra help, that's only half the story. So lots of really good ads and really good ideas if you're into the needlecraft or not. This is my favorite. I love this old school Campbell's Soup ad. Love that. 20 good kinds, 21 kinds, 12 cents a can. Well, they haven't gone up that much, I guess, since 1925. So if you're interested in this magazine, it'll be number 13 for $10. And I think this is my last lookbook. Yeah, this is my last look magazine. This is May 1941 with color photos of Russia, inside Russia. Look, she looks a little too happy hanging out there with her saddle shoes, reading the book on the airplane. Show you the back. We've got Lucky Strikes, always on the back. They were always on the back of the magazines. Some really good photos and ads. This is my favorite bit right here. I'm a coward about spanking children. The modern mother learns how to solve an old problem the up-to-date way. Yeah. Feed her castor oil. That's the way to do it. I guess that's how you punish kids. You feed them laxatives. Here are the color photos of inside Russia. Some really interesting pieces. I mean, this was all closed down in the 40s. Right now, they were cheering, Russia on. So is this Judy Garland? It is. We got some pictures of Miss Judy Garland here. A Rainy Day with Judy. So another look magazine, May 1941. And if you're interested in this one, it'll be number 16 for $10. Next up, I have a set of 3 song sheets. I've got The Vanities of 1923. I love this one. I love all the va-va-va-voom ladies that surround it. I just think it's so frameable. We've got My Angeline, a new waltz song. Oh, I already showed you that one. Where's my other one? Oh, here it is. It's on my lap. And Midnight Rose. I like to group these together in like color combinations, and I kind of like these colors all together. The blues and the oranges and the reds. Kind of fall-esque, but I just kind of like the way they all look together. So if you're interested in the set of 3 song sheets, it'll be number 4 for $6. We're going to move a little bit closer to the modern era. I have the next 2 pieces are Kennedy pieces. So this is December 6, 1963, Life magazine with Carolyn and John Jr. here on the cover for their father's funeral. Life magazine. So we're in the 60s. We're going to have a lot cooler pictures of things going on. It's all about the Kennedy assassination and funeral. Both of these next ones are. Oh, look at how they spelled catsup. Catsup. What's cat? Cat. What's up? Smirnoff. I didn't realize Smirnoff was that old. Huh. See what happens? So the cover's a wee bit loose, but not really all that bad. But if you're interested in the December 1963 edition of Life magazine, it'll be number 18 for $10. And my last one is the Warren Report. This is October 2nd, 1964. This is all of the evidence to see who actually assassinated him coming out a year later. And wow, back in the day, 25 cents for Life magazine. Holy camole. So we've got the ads for the cigarettes on the back, as per usual. Oh, an uncertain stomach. That's me almost every day. Ooh, I'll take that car. Yes. Yes, Mr. Chevy. So you'll find all that. Ooh, this is neat. Exploring on Mars, half a year from home. We still haven't hit that point yet, have we? Oh, there's a Buick. So we got car ads in here. Carlton cigarettes, more stuff on the moon. Oh, I wonder if that's still good too. Do you think these coupons are any good? Does this have an expiration date? I don't see an expiration date on it. Huh. But it does say copyright 1964. So if you're interested, I really want someone to go to the store with one of these old coupons and try to cash it in and film it, because I think it'd be hysterical. I just don't have the courage to do it, but you know. So anyways, if you're interested in this magazine here, it's going to be number 9 for $10. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. Don't forget that I do a live sale every Monday at 1 p.m. with Claudia K. Vintage, Glass with Class. It's a 1-hour show that we try to do during people's lunch breaks on the East Coast. And you can always watch us on the replay. I also do Whatnot sales every Tuesday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. Kind of an afternoon thing right now. And these statics will be available every Tuesday. So thank you for joining me, and until next time, stay swanky and stay classy.